Welcome everybody to Monday Night Live. Doesn't look like anybody showed up just yet. Oh, we got one. We got one, folks.
Well, they're not gonna come right away.
I'm happy though that we have light still at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that. We could probably even start pushing it off to 8:30. That way, Prepper can have more time on his life. Didn't have to run over to ours.
Yes. Maybe. Can you move over a smidge?
Okay, move over.
Thank you.
I got to get some pictures of the property because it is looking good.
Okay, hold on. I hope I say this right. We've been calling her Marlene all this time, and her name is not Marlene.
Marilyn?
Marilyn.
I see that now.
Did you send us some rain? We didn't get. We haven't gotten any rain.
Oh, we got a little bit
When?
here and there.
Today?
Last couple days it rained a little bit in the evening. Yeah. Bailey, hello, welcome to Monday Night Live. So it's been a whole lot of farming out there this last week. We've been kicking butt, taking names on cleaning up the property and trying to sort things out. It's looking really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really showing off.
And all the greenery is coming up, or like coming through, so you can't see through bare woods anymore. So
yes.
It looks really, really pretty.
I can't wait to take the trip out to the lakes on the ATV.
Yes. No, I was just reading the comments. Marlene says, just so you know, every time your video starts, you are already talking. We missed the beginning.
Aw.
Oh.
Well, welcome to Monday Night Live.
Because our internet is a little delayed.
Mm-hmm.
And so as soon as you see it says we're going live,
I start talking.
We start talking. They don't even get a notification. Sometimes they don't get it right away. Sometimes, like, if I see other YouTubers going live,
yeah,
I won't see their notifications for like 15 minutes, half an hour, and then it'll get sent to my phone. So,
oh, well,
there's Miss S. Moore. Hello. Andre, hello. How are you?
Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Yeah, so it is looking really nice out there. I was able to clear out a couple little paths through the woods. I've taken the dogs for walks this week, up and down the trails. It has just been gorgeous.
Yep. We've had a few showings. We have one actually tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm finding it hard to keep like picture perfect, to keep everything like so clean. But at the same time, it's nice having everything so clean.
Yeah.
Yep. And lately, I mean, the black flies are out now, so it's okay to be inside.
Yeah.
I would say.
I mean, during the day when the sun's out and if there's a breeze, it's you can't even tell they're there.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the evening time, it's their time of year till those dragonflies come out.
Actually, you should see the barn. Inside the barn,
yeah,
that's where they all are.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Maybe we can hang something up in there for the goats. I'll start looking into that.
Mm-hmm.
Andre's asking how the cabin looks. The cabin is looking very good.
We even though we posted pictures and everything a while ago, we still continue to act as if we live here. So we're still doing stuff to it almost daily. So.
Oh yeah, we've been doing like prettying up the yard, building little fences here and there. It's looking really good.
What kind of fencing?
Oh, well, there was that old farm fencing that you see the boards just kind of like they're old and weathered and they were just laying around. Yeah, I found a lot of them on the property. Mm-hmm. It used to be, I think, a cattle farm at one point, and so I found a bunch of the fencing for that. I've been gathering it up and making it look nice around the house and whatnot. But yeah, no, it's looking really good. It's looking really good.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Autumn, I hope you feel better.
Oh, I just totally Where did?
I think it's about to rain in Renfrew, Ontario. Oh, I know it was.
Are you up in Renfrew now? Or are you just visiting there?
Maybe he's working up there.
Where did? Oh, can you pass me my phone?
Yep.
I'm just gonna share the live on.
Sure. Now, another thing we got done because it's like farm chores you get done all the time, so you get all caught up with. So
Mhm.
I noticed that the chickens were laying eggs kind of everywhere, here and there in the goat barn and in places. So I went and cleaned out the coop and gave them some new fresh bedding, and hopefully that'll take care of that.
Mhm.
But no, everything's looking good out here. It's been kind of like a dream.
Mm. I heard, I was going to mention this too. I heard this morning there was an earthquake that was felt around here. We slept through it, but there was an earthquake, a 4.0 earthquake today.
Yep,
And I think it was in Quebec.
read about it anyway.
Hmm. Did any of you guys feel it? I know some of you. I know Autumn's not gonna feel it, but
Well, no, she's a little bit further away.
oh,
Hey, Mickey's here.
Michelle.
Michelle is here.
Yeah,
Welcome to Monday Night Live, Michelle.
you gotta get a little bit more like, where's your animation these days? Last live, you were like, hey guys, welcome to Monday Night Live.
Well, it that stems from me outside trying to work and do things, and I'm pushing myself because I want to make sure that instead of just exercising my arm, I'm actually working.
Mhm.
And I work to the point where it's kind of sore, so I know that I'm getting a good workout from it. But it's been pushing me a lot.
I'm kind of.
Marilyn, not here. Too east, I think.
Oh, the earthquake.
Yes, yes. Andre, I live up here and run an Amazon delivery service, delivering packages to Petawawa daily. Wow, wow, that's a. When did you start doing that? It seems like a big change from what you had been up to before.
Yeah,
Hey, Austin, welcome to Monday Night Live.
do it. You haven't done it yet.
All right, welcome to Monday Night Live.
Oh,
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna put the dog to sleep. Grrr.
oh, Miss Becca. Miss Becca was a naughty girl today. She,
Yeah.
she, when we're out on the property, we let her roam. But if she's just going outside because she loves to be out there, we chain her up because she loves to chase the cars that go down our very, very quiet road. And so there's one person that lives further down from us. Seasonally, they live here, and she just loves. It always seems to get out at the perfect time or whatever. But she always chases this car, and thankfully the person's okay. Not necessarily okay with it, but
She's gotten
she
used to it.
understands because she has a dog as well, and her dog isn't chained or anything. So, but anyways, she got loose and
All right,
get down, you.
get down,
Yes, I'm
baby.
talking about you.
All right.
But she knew she was in trouble. She
Yeah, I had to walk all the way up like 350 meters to get her
a
to
whole
come home.
350 meters.
Ah, it's been nice. God, I wish I gotta get pictures and just post them all over our Facebook page because it is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I just saw that Paul's our son,
Oh, she got to see all like
and Autumn's our daughter.
her
True
nephews.
Alpaca God is our daughter Autumn, and then Michelle is our oldest daughter. And so we're all scattered everywhere. And so I guess Autumn was FaceTiming with Paul.
Well, that's good. I'm glad everybody's getting together and keeping in touch. That's always good.
It is always good. Boy,
Thor
is it hot in here.
Thorhaven, Bridget was mean to me this weekend. Made me plant 2 trailer loads of flowers.
I saw that.
Woo, buddy.
Hey, but in Bridget's defense, they were free. They were free.
Yeah, can't argue that.
Nope.
Now,
Unless it's something else that I saw.
I do have to admit, I kind of felt that because when you were out there and I'm like, okay, we're gonna build you a garden, and next thing I know, it didn't. It turned into. I was picturing like an 8 by 12 garden.
Out here? Are you kidding me?
Well, we were beginning, and then we would build, but no, it went straight to 20 by 50.
That's like putting a kiddie pool out there for us.
And yeah, that was a lot, man. And I was like harvesting trees out of the woods to build like Lincoln log raised bed boxes. I think I went for a little bit too much.
Mhm.
Bit off more than I could chew.
Again, I'm gonna go back to it. That's what completely sucks about putting the house up for sale now instead of like say in fall when gardening season's all over and done with, or in winter when it's dormant. I feel like I want to get my forever garden in, but I'm
Yeah,
not gonna I'm not
I
gonna
know.
waste the wood we have if we're just gonna move. So we're gonna still do a garden. It's just gonna be small, smaller. Oh, can you get old man?
I'll get the old man.
Oh my gosh, I was taking video. Was it yesterday or the day before? It'll be tomorrow's video. And so our old guy, Mr. Bubba, he's having a hard time lately, and we shave him every single year because when we were younger and didn't know better, oh, I'll bring him up here.
All right.
He has the double coat. So hi buddy, when we were younger and didn't know better, we shaved him, but a groomer didn't tell us either. Hey bud, oh he's not going to want to stay. So we have to shave him every year. Well, now that he's older, he's very very fragile right now. I don't think he has much longer.
All right.
He can barely walk. And no, Brody. Anyways, we shave him, and he looks like he's all butchered right now because we have to do it over like several sessions with him now because even 20 minutes with the clippers is just a lot on him. So
yeah, but I mean, he is like 16 years old.
he is. Well, wait. This year will be
17.
No. This year, you and I will be together 16 years. This month, 16 years since we started dating. So he will be 16 in December.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is still crazy old for a dog. He's honestly, this is going to sound harsh. I think I've said this again. I don't want to always sound like a broken record, but
he's immortal.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, you can tell he doesn't have much time left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sean in Alaska.
Hey,
welcome
Sean.
to Monday Night Live, buddy.
I think we missed a few comments here.
Oh, there was they were talking to Marilyn and Thor. They were talking together.
I never did.
Andre said 6 months ago you changed things up a bit. We deliver here. We're 2021 GMC Sierra at 4. Nice. Okay.
That's probably why we have new people come for.
Yep.
Yeah, for
the
internet.
Yeah.
I am just gonna be a second, so you entertain.
Okay.
You entertain.
Marilyn says the cow is pregnant. Wow.
Yes.
Nice. Congratulations.
Awesome.
I know Angie was talking about she wants a mini Jersey.
I do, but they're not really here in Canada. They're super expensive here in Canada. So I don't think we'll be getting one because we drink and eat beef. We drink milk and we eat beef. So goats was a secondary choice for me because we drink cow's milk and like I said, we eat beef, whatever. And so it was a secondary thing for me. And then don't remember what I was going to say. Sometimers. That's happening a lot lately.
Autumn pointed out I was changing the subject there. Talks about dog dying soon. Sean in Alaska, welcome to Monday Night Live. Well, I don't want to bring things down. He's an older dog, and he's been with us for like ever.
We call him our marriage dog because he's been with us. I think we got him 3 months after we got married. Yeah. 2 or 3 months after we got married, we got him.
Oh, so how's it going with everybody? How's everybody doing today?
Yes.
I know it was gorgeous here.
It was beautiful here today.
I am definitely taking a trip out. There's this lake, like a 20-minute ride on the 4-wheeler, and I want to get some pictures out there to show everybody. It's like those places you find when you're out there that really kind of, cement your heart to the place. Hidden blessings in the house. Hey guys, how was your day today?
I just he called. Gord just called, but I saw that just swiped it away. Because we're on a live. We're not going to answer on a live. We'll
Well,
call you after.
we'll call you after.
Hey, Klingon, how are you?
Welcome to Monday Night
Woohoo.
Live.
Long but yes, you should see the mini barn where the goats are. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy.
Sean says, beautiful day in Alaska. Chicks are out in the sun. Weather is perfect.
I watched your video when you got the chicks, Sean, in Alaska, and it was all about basically how to raise them without having like electricity and things like that, and they did pretty good. And so we did it here, but we did it with like the thermos containers and a heating pad, but not through the night. Through the night, it was just thermos containers. But he did it in Alaska without that. So it gave me hope that I can do it on my own one day without it too.
Okay. Good to know.
Yes.
Hidden Blessing says it was long and buggy. Ah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I got that a little bit. I was out trying to work the property, clean it up. I moved a couple brush piles and found a bunch of old fence, moved it, cleaned, kind of beautified the place.
Mm-hmm.
But they were after me when I was out near the forest line, so I get you.
You know, it just came to mind. I haven't seen CJM Farms in here for a little bit.
Huh.
I know he just got his phone back, but does anybody know? Has anybody talked to him recently? I just thought of it.
Messaged him a couple times, but he hasn't gotten back to me. Hope he's doing okay.
Yeah.
Hidden Blessing. Obviously, we're not all on the same page here at home. My day was good. It was nice and warm, almost too warm. All right, well, it's getting there. It's getting into the summertime, so it's gonna get more. It's gonna get quite a bit warmer, I'm sure.
But I think it's unseasonably warm right now for us. For it being, I mean, it's the middle of May. It's supposed to, well, for where we came from, this would be about normal, but for up here, it's a little warm. So.
Yeah. Sean says all 11 are healthy as heck and happy. Nice, nice. They're always cute when they're that little too. Hey there, Klingon princess. Hope you're well. No, I have been thinking about them. Hidden blessings. No, I've been thinking about them. What I miss? My mind went off somewhere else.
I wasn't paying attention
I
for a
don't
minute.
know.
We are mentally like checked out these days. We've been.
I think I got fried out in the sun today because I spent a lot of time out there today.
I think it's just been a good stress, but a stressful few weeks, with all the stuff. Like we were go, 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 and we're still go, 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 go. Right. And yes, CJM Farms. No, she's been thinking about them.
Oh, yeah. Marilyn said, a fox visited our rabbits this morning. They are not happy, and we are now a little stressed out. The top is not 100% safe. Ooh.
Yep. That's not, well, are they all okay? Are the rabbits okay at least? All of them? Hopefully there was no losses.
Klingon said, Sean, I'm at least waiting for the next chick video.
If Sean can do it, we can do it. There'll be in many future videos. We said this on our last live, but I've been doing some research, and I really want to get into getting they're called death layer chickens, and they are a breed that is untouched, like DNA wise. They are
like heritage
breed. They I got it. What did that thing say? So there goes my brain again.
I know I was talking about it in Thor's Heated Alive the other night, and I was talking about it. So I know
that's where we mentioned it. We didn't bring it up in this. Okay.
I even posted the link to I think it was the wiki site or something. I had looked it up so everybody could get some information on it. Because once you mentioned it to me, I thought that was so cool. Apparently, they lay one egg a day for like 16 years for like their entire life.
Yeah, and a lot of the chickens now that we would have, they'll go for 2 or 3 years, right? And then they kind of wean off, and they might start to get an egg every other day, and then every other few days or whatever. And so I thought, and they're beautiful too. So if you haven't or don't know what they are, they're called Death Layer. They're a German breed. Um, and I'm just trying to. They were. Give me 1 second. What
Okay.
is a Death Layer?
I I did read about them because I have to read up on some other breeds too because that's the only breed actually read up on, and it said that they're a little skittish. That they prefer roosting in trees rather than in a closed space or in coop. They don't do well in an enclosed coop or closed space. So before we get those, I think we're gonna have to build a much bigger area for
Yes.
them.
Yes. So they're called a landrace breed, which means that they've developed naturally without human breeding interference, and I believe they're an Icelandic breed. I know they're German, but
I know I meant to mention that on Thor's because it kind of goes with the whole Viking
yeah,
motif.
and I know like for one egg, like a chick to purchase an egg that's fertilized is like average $14, and then a baby chick, a day old chick, is around $100. I found them for 70 though, and I could get some in June. So I don't know if we're gonna go ahead and do that,
Hmm.
but I would really, really. I mean, that's just super cool. I would really like to get into that, breeding them, and start a little side hustle with that. Because anything to do with chickens, I love. I love chickens. They're really cool. They are. I mean, for me, I would take them over anything. Over dogs,
Okay.
kitten, goats. They're just. They give you food. They're easy to take care of. They're super smart. They work for you. They help with gardening. You can use their poop. It's just, yeah. So I love my girls and my boys. I lucked out to have two really good roosters. So
Well, apparently, Marilyn said it did not enter the pen. They were stressed, but all
mm.
entered in the interior pen.
Oh,
So
that's good.
that's good. That's
That's good.
good.
16 years, yeah. And they're really really pretty. They almost look like the closest thing that I thought of was a Wyandotte, but they look a little bit thinner. They're not as wide. So
I know Autumn had said she should start making videos about her reptiles.
mhm.
You should totally do that.
Yes,
I'd watch. I'd like to learn about more reptiles. I mean, I'm not
yes,
sure I'd
she
like
has
to
a
have
lot.
reptiles, but I'd
Yeah,
I'd, I'd learn about them.
Miss Autumn has an iguana. No, not an iguana. What do you call what do you call that thing?
I don't know. The lizard.
The lizard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I call
No,
him. um,
I'm
he was like a kimono dragon or something. I
no.
don't know what it was.
Autumn, help me out
My meat
here.
chicks are fat. They are double the size of my heritage chicks, although younger. You know what? We found the same thing. We got some meat birds and we were gonna butcher them all, and I ran out of space in my deep freezer, so I only got half the. Like I got 7 out of the 14 done,
Mhm.
and those meat birds are like, I don't know, 15 pounds compared to like the other
Yeah,
ones are
and
like 6 or 7.
they're the ugliest ones too. They the roosters really like them, and so they are without feathers right now. And I don't know if I should get them. They're like I think they're called little aprons for the hens, the ones that have less feathers because I mean,
Oh, it's like a
yeah, they're not molting. They don't look like that because they're molting. They look like that because of the roosters. So,
okay.
um, yeah, there's a couple that they're pretty bare,
Hmm.
but we're gonna maybe separate those ones and keep them in with the goats or something. So,
I think I'd
um,
like to rebuild everything out there, like a whole new setup.
oh, yeah,
I've
like
got so many good ideas right now that
but that's the whole thing with homesteading too, is that you start somewhere, and I think we were talking about this together. You look at things like I got to fix this with the chicken coop, or I got to do this, and there's always something to do. And I think you look at it like it's almost a failure, but I look at it like we didn't know what we were doing. We built a chicken coop. Our birds survived. No predators have gotten to them. They gave us eggs throughout the
Mhm.
entire winter. and you live and you learn.
I understand what you're saying,
And
but
I raise you a rebuttal.
I look at it as if I'm doing, because on a farmstead, what I've learned is that, or a homestead,
Hmm.
you need to maximize your efforts. So the amount of effort that I put in, I need to have it done once and then move on to another
That's
project.
not in homesteading, not at all. Because you like, for example, we could have gotten goats and realized we hated them, so we never wanted them again. And then we have this big barn, and then what do we use it for? I mean,
It's a
you know
barn. I
us,
could
we'll find a
use it for
way.
everything.
But you live and you learn and you get to know what you like. I know from building that coop, I know what I would do differently because now we have experience with chickens, we have experience with the birds, and
Hmm.
now I know what we would do differently. Instead of, because if you go to research it, there's things that you can research, but there's also things that you can over research. And so if you take, from one site and then another site and then another site and take all the ideas that you like, there's certain things that you can learn not to do because people have lived through a lot of experience. But yeah,
And I've tried.
what works for us doesn't work for someone
I've
else.
gone on many searches looking for different ideas for goat pens and chicken coops, and there's like no standard out there. I've seen everything under the sun, and
Hmm.
so what I've tried to do is I go out there and I'll build it the way I think would be best or best for utilitarian, and then I find that, oh, well, I guess we have to separate them. I didn't know that, so now I'm like trying to struggle with, moving things around, and oh, now we got babies. Now we got to separate them, huh?
Yes.
So.
Well, we kind we kind of, because we should have separated them in the beginning, right? Like, the boys have a small pen and then the girls have a small pen instead of one big barn. Um, but that's something that we live and we learn. So now if we get something else going, I know what I would do differently if we do get a chance to move up front. I know what I'm going to do differently. So I'm going to have a couple different chicken coops. First of all, smaller coops, bigger runs, because they don't need a lot of space to go and sleep in.
Right.
So I would do smaller coops, bigger runs for the times that we're out. And I would have a couple coops or something for a division so that when we want to, say I have the two Wyandottes, the rooster and the hen, if I want to breed them, they have to be separate. If I want to have true Wyandottes, they have to be separate from the other
Yeah.
rooster for at least 3 weeks. And so I would definitely have two chicken coops. I would have two different spots for the male goats and the female goats. And
Uh,
then one kind of like, oh, we're having goat babies, or oh, we want to separate like the chickens, or oh, there's a sick animal, kind of an isolation quarantine, something or other.
I gotcha.
And so what we have now, we've lived and experienced for ourselves for 2 years, right? So, anyways, that's my babble for the night.
All right. So Autumn said it was a bearded dragon, western hognose, two toads, and Austin has the ball python and the tarantula.
And you can keep them all there. That's a lot, but they're cute on video.
Honey badger's in the
Hey,
house.
honey badger.
Hidden Blessing says you have done a great job with your chicken coop. See, and I like it a lot, but then I see all the things that I'd like to improve upon.
One thing I definitely would do is I wouldn't have an elevated coop. I would have one that we can walk right into.
Yeah.
For cleanup, for in the summertime, they can just have a little bit of ground cover.
Well, I've got a whole
I know.
plan for this. You have no idea. I'm gonna revolutionize things, I think, or totally mess it up. We're going one way or the other.
Hey, but if
Full
we
on.
don't do it right that time, we live and we learn. I heard something the other day. Oh, who was it? Oh, some of you may have heard of him. His name's Gary V. And somebody said, because I always say, I learned it from Prepper Princess, who's on YouTube. And I always say, done is better than perfect. So that's been my motto. And because I have this problem. And it's almost like it prevents me from doing things, because if I can't have it the way exactly how I want it, then I just don't do it. So,
I know.
or yeah, so I get in my own way. I'm horrible for it. But then done is better than perfect is something I learned off of Prepper Princess. And then I heard Gary Vee say something like, "Don't try to be perfect because that is just it's an emotional something emotional for you to be better for everybody else. It's who cares about being perfect." And so you got to get rid of that too.
Mm.
That's my whole point to that.
See, but it's different with me because with me, it's never about how pretty it looks.
Mhm.
I don't care how pretty it looks. It's a farm. It's supposed to work.
I don't care necessarily how pretty it looks,
But
but
I care about functionality on a level that's almost like bad.
I know you, and you like to when you get excited about showing people something that you've done. And
Yeah.
so if you do something and like to show people it, but it's not good enough in your mind,
Because there's always room for improvement.
there is always room for improvement.
it's
But yeah, just who cares
the
about being perfect?
it's
It's
the
an
Dutch in me. I can never stop
oh my
trying to
little Dutch
figure out a
boy.
better way. And sometimes I get like locked up because I'm like got too many things going at me. I'm like, well, if I do this, then I got to adjust this, and then that'll have to adjust this, and then well, I might as well just scrap it all, and start over.
When you went into work every day, there were some things that were repetitive and some things that were the same. But you learned every day on your job, and you learn every day on a homestead too.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Hmm.
All right, let's go back to here. Some of these
Okay,
here.
read them to me, baby.
Okay. Marilyn says the outdoor pen was our first big project about 4 years ago. We are destroying it to reconstruct it because we learned a lot since.
Exactly.
Same thing you said.
So it's not a bad thing.
Mackenzie Lindstrom. Hey, Mackenzie, welcome
Hey,
to Monday Night Live.
Monday Night Live.
Did you just?
I didn't yell
Ooh.
it.
Welcome to the dark side.
No.
Marilyn, think my boyfriend and I do not agree as the happy rabbit versus happy cleaning person. It's fun for rabbits to have small closed space to hide, to climb on, and everything, but hard to clean.
Mhm.
Yes, yes. I've got some ideas about how to better set up the chicken coop, and I'm going to implement them the next time I build the chicken coop.
Mhm.
I have a huge idea, so I'm hoping that works
And
out.
then you know what? In 5 years from now, it's probably going to change. The one major thing that I would do differently about the barn is it would be ground. Like
Yes.
I wouldn't have it elevated. I would build it right on the ground so that in the summertime the goats can have just the ground.
Yeah.
And then in the wintertime we can put a layer of hay for insulation. But
Depending on where it is, because I did notice, like I've been in a couple different barns,
mhm,
and I saw that some areas get really damp underneath.
mhm,
So if you have, like I was talking to, I think it was Gavin the other day, and he was telling me about they did the deep letter method when they had their alpacas,
mhm,
and it was they like to their alpacas like to pee in one spot,
mhm.
and it got trapped under there and made a nice little soup.
Of course it did. That's what they
Yeah.
like to do.
I was in
I didn't know that. I
the
just learned that right now.
the chicken coop today, and it was really ammonia.
Mhm.
And when I was digging it up, because it was deep litter, right? So I got
Yeah.
to the bottom, and oof, man, that gets rough on you.
Yeah.
Marilyn just got the alarm that you're live 28 minutes later.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah. It goes out a little
So
bit
I need
later.
to like, is that the is that
The
when we go
notif
live, or is that
No, it's
when?
28 minutes. Well, she got it 8 minutes after we started.
So it's when we go live, it throws out the alert then or something.
28 minutes later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I
And
was
then
trying to say. Or when I post um the link.
no, so
No.
YouTube will send out a notification to subscribers and they'll get a notification, "Hey, so and so is going live right now,"
Okay, okay, I
or they're
gotcha.
live. So,
Thorhaven, I want to build everything now going forward so I can
Klingon said, "Damn the
muck out
torpedoes."
everything into the tractor bucket. And I was thinking about that. I got this like whole plan for the chicken coop,
Mhm.
and I want to get some like come alongs and just like have one ramp, and as it goes up, the back half of the coop raises up and it's just all like a dump trailer. That's what I'm after right now. I want to see if I can figure that out.
Right. What does this mean? Dan,
Damn the torpedoes.
what were we talking about?
Um,
Maybe it wasn't to us.
maybe not. I don't know. Damn the torpedoes is like one of those things where like fire the torpedoes. Damn the torpedoes. I think.
I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah, I'm always looking for innovative ways to do things. Like one of my favorite things that I did out here is when we first moved out here, I had to put up a pole, right, for
Greetings.
the cell phone boosters to put on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to put up just a metal pole because I didn't know, because we're in the mountainous areas, that I didn't know if electricity, lightning would hit it, and I just make a huge lightning rod.
Right.
So what I do is I put a base and a big old tie, or is it a railroad tie
Mm-hmm.
that was out here and kind of rotten. I hollowed out the top, put an ironwood tree that was like 30 foot up into it. And so the reason I hollowed out the top and had a little groove is when I attached it to the top of the house with a little U-bolt, I could reach out my bedroom window, grab it, and twist it and turn it so that I could tell if my signal was getting better or not. That was my Deep Woods MacGyver moment. I love that. That was awesome.
I was just going back up because we missed some comments. So
Oh,
Esmore had said breeding saddles, naked ladies for the chickens.
For the chickens, yep.
Yes.
That's what you were talking about.
Yep. 100%. Um.
Get back down there.
Right. Where were we?
You need separate love shacks for breeding.
Yep.
For both chickens and goats.
Yep.
Yep. I learned to do that just this last year.
I learned it did that.
I did. I graduated.
Have a great night, Mackenzie.
Thanks for stopping by. Gavin says, you guys are blessed with that animals are not taking your animals. I would suggest making sure that your new coop is well predator proof because you are not more surrounded by bush in the new spot. That's true. And I have looked at that. We'll be looking into more fencing and things like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like I really put the nines to this chicken coop, and I wouldn't have had to. I don't think it was kind of crazy, but we didn't know that.
Right. We didn't. And there are lots of animals up here. I haven't seen, knock on wood, I haven't seen any raccoons, any skunks, anything like that up here.
I've seen porcupine sign, but that was
Yeah.
out on
We had a
Hidden
fox.
Blessings.
Yeah. Well, we think anyways, because there was all those wood chips by that tree it hollowed out. I think that was porcupine.
Yeah.
We had a fox den down by the well. Remember that? It was right on the path.
Oh yes.
Yeah, and for some reason, it has to be the dogs. It just has to be.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I can't figure anything else that would do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the damn little torpedoes. I figured out what it was from.
Oh.
So Klingon Princess said I was talking about going in direction right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm either going to be all the way right or I'm going to be all the way wrong. One way or the other, we're going to find out.
I was like, well, no, you don't have to be that way. It's okay. You can let it go. We can relax.
Like Tyler said, let's do this.
Oh, he's such a cutie. The last time he was up, we were talking to him, and we'd said to go, like, let's go down this way or something. And he's like, okay, let's do this. And I
It was
like,
his new go-to line. It is so adorable.
Let's do this.
And I'm adopting it. That's mine now.
Yep.
Okay, let's do this.
From a 3-year-old. He'll be 4 in August. I can't believe how time flies. But yeah. Oh, I think Miss Becca wants in. Switch out Mr. Brody.
Sounded like a bear at the back.
I sure do miss those boys.
Go on.
It's still daylight.
Come here, Brody.
It's nice though. You can still hear. I learned this year that frogs, when they sound like this, like they're the peepers. I didn't know that that's what they were called, and so you can still hear them, and it's really, really pretty. I love it. It's one of those. Actually, when Tyler first heard the frogs, he said he didn't like. I was trying to take him outside so that he could listen to them, and he was so afraid to go outside, and he kept saying, how did he put it? He kept saying, "Okay, I can go inside now. I can go inside now. It's okay. I'll go inside now." Because he was afraid of the dark. So, but he got to listen to the frogs. Yeah.
Gavin said, also, you'll be moving closer to us, and we sure seem to have predators.
Oh, we'll get rid of them for you.
You just wait. I'll scare them off. These big old guns, man. You get tickets to the gun show.
Oh my goodness.
MB Heritage Farms.
Hey guys,
Welcome
how are
to
you?
Monday Night Live. Apparently, it's Bernice edition. Hi, Becca. How you doing?
Becca is definitely. I mean, she loves her mama. Yeah. Oh, but she is daddy's son. Who's that? Who's that?
Gavin said, we have had weasels, fishers, fox, coyote, wolf, hawk, owl, bald eagles.
Oh, we saw the bald eagles what, a couple weeks ago, a week or two ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
So, yeah, and I don't know. I can't tell you why.
Owls too. They'll eat a chicken.
Yeah. But we've got this. Well,
it's not even foolproof because the door doesn't close properly. We have to fix it. And then also where we had attempted something else that failed, in your words, the food pipe with the PVC piping, that is completely disconnected. So there's a hole like this big that something can get in.
All right. Well,
so
I'll go fix things up.
Yes, we have to fix the coop.
I've been focusing on like prettying up the yard and stuff like that. I didn't even like. I should go out there and really fix that coop up.
Can you let Mr. B Dog in?
Yep. You just went out.
What? Oh, the bald eagles. They were. And then, what did you say?
Well, I found another eggshell outside today.
Oh, I grabbed one off of him. He dropped it. So we're trying to train them not to steal the eggs anymore. And it was cute for a minute, but then now it's annoying.
Which is one of the things I want to fix about the chicken coop. I want to like make a little chicken door that's just big enough that Brody can't get in it, and she definitely can't get in it.
Right. Well, he knows that he's not supposed to get it, so what he does now is so stinking cute. He will go in the coop when we aren't looking, when he thinks we're not looking, and he will hide it in his mouth so you can't see the egg anymore. I know the way he's walking that he's got an egg, not because I can see the egg.
Because he's got his head down.
He's got he's like, oh, there's mom, gotta go. And I make him drop it, and I tell him, no, don't do that, whatever. But he's just so darn cute. But he's come up with his own little what do you call it? Like stance that you can tell he's got an egg now.
Great. Well, at least it's obvious.
But again, you live and you learn.
Sean said, I have eagles, weasels, owls, bears, coyotes, and wolves. We will see what happens here.
Let there be light.
Oh, and Hidden Blessing said the bald eagles were so beautiful.
I saw that one, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and lynx he's got too. Yes, and we have bears as well. But
we have mosquitoes.
We have mosquitoes. Yeah, sorry, I'm not like trying to. We just have a mosquito flying around.
Marilyn, yeah, owls, wolf, fox, weasels, other bird of prey. I saw a black bear last autumn. Not that much in the woods either. We're back in the woods, but it's just this weird, like, I don't know. It's the vernacular triangle right here, man. Like nothing shows up. Everything gets disappeared. I should have said that. Gavin says, I believe we have a bobcat or lynx as well. Apparently we also have cougars, but I haven't seen one personally. I don't know. I noticed I've been so busy since we moved up here that I don't really have a whole lot of time just to be out in the woods just looking for light, animals and stuff
Yet. But
yet.
you know what? You can't even say that. You can't because they're always super busy.
That's true.
They're always super
That's
busy.
true.
Sorry, I had to call you out on that.
Oh yeah, it's almost that time. Get out. Oh, you know what we can maybe do this year?
What?
The fishing derby we were talking about. I really got to get a hold of CGM.
Yes, we do. I'm gonna message him right now just to see if he answers. I'm just gonna tell him we're talking about him.
All right, all right. Oh, it's gonna be a busy year. I can just see it now. Lots going on. Oh, but it's been nice. We made some stir fry tonight, and it was delicious.
Yes, it was. We'll see if
Gavin
he
said
gets the message.
a
I messaged
neighbor
him, but
said that they saw a bobcat or lynx also. I'm
oh,
suspicious we have a wolverine, but I'm not sure. Oh, tell him we miss him. We will if we can ever get a hold of him. I've sent the messages, and well, she sent them. Maybe you should
I know he
message
was having
Carmela.
issues with his phone, so um, maybe that's why. We'll see if he answers.
All right, you can message Carmela.
I could.
Okay. Klingon, we have possum, raccoon, skunk, fox, deer, and bear. I live in a small city in the redwoods. Yeah, it's like they're everywhere. I just can't figure out why I don't really see any activity here. I don't know.
I'm gonna go back to it's the dogs.
Gotta be because we just kind of let the dogs out, and even at
We gotta
night.
stop that because
I know.
Brody is really, really good. Brody will go out the odd time he wanders, but he stays closer to home more now than ever. Becca, she's like, nope, I'm going to let every single noise know that I'm here. I'm going to bark at everything that she can hear.
Yeah.
She's a really good dog, but she just has this. She has to run after stuff, and so and I even if it wasn't a bother to anybody else, which I don't think it is, but um, it's I don't know if it'd be good for her to do all that hard running because she will keep up with a car.
Yeah.
She will.
You know, I know I'm changing the topic here a little bit too, but I was brainstorming the other day trying to figure out things that other things that we could do on our YouTube channel, and I know that um, the idea was brought up to me that maybe I should do like a painter's corner, and like if anybody had any questions on like paint coatings and painting or anything like
Yeah,
that they could ask me too.
yeah. Well, first we got to get videos back out there.
Yeah,
We have this thing where we
we hit a slump.
we
It's
I
just
think because we go and we have so much to talk about and so much to do that it's like all the ideas are flowing and then it quiets down and you think that you should have all the time in the world to make videos, but then I feel like I don't know, like I don't feel like I have anything worthy to make a video about. And
hmm,
so I'm my own barrier. Instead of trying to make it perfect or, I could some of our best videos are me just getting on the phone like the milk tasting one. We just got on a phone. I said, "Babe, we got to get a video out. It's been a minute since we've gotten a video out." And so we sat our phone down and we honestly tried milk for the first time. And it was one of our best videos. It was one of our most commented videos, but
hmm.
I get in my own way.
We
So
didn't even make a video on when you made the goat cheese.
I didn't do goat cheese.
Yeah, you did. You shook it all up
Oh
and
no, that was butter.
butter.
Yeah,
Oh, you made goat butter. You didn't even do a little video on that. Could have done a video on that.
but I really because it was my first time doing it. I don't know if people want to see some things you want to see your first time making goat butter, but
I gotcha. Gotcha.
I'd rather. Oh, I just hurt my thumb. I would rather. I'll tell you that story in a minute. I would rather bring experience to it almost. So it's sometimes my things that I do first. But then there might be people that find joy in my errors, in my first time doing things. So I do get in my own way. I gotta get out of my head.
Yeah.
And my thumb, I'm thankful that it's not horrible, but it was close enough where Mike doesn't like me using a mandolin at all
Why don't I like you using a mandolin?
because I'm very clumsy. And I was very clumsy tonight and I sliced my thumb open. So
Did I give you
thankfully,
permission to hurt my wife? I don't think I did.
you're funny. Um, yeah, I sliced it pretty good. It doesn't look bad now, but it bled quite a bit. And I don't have a band-aid on it because I'm trying to draw it out. Right, but it's pretty deep. It's small, but it is pretty deep. Not worth a trip going to the hospital, not stitches worthy or anything, but it's gonna sting for a while. But that means he has to do the dishes. Oh man.
The question was it on purpose?
No.
No, we know it
Thumbs
wasn't.
up, dude.
Mama's backyard's in the house.
Hey guys, how are you?
Welcome to Monday Night Live.
And Gavin, did you talk about that?
Can't wait
Did
to go
you
fishing.
did you
I brought
talk
up the
about the
fishing, did we?
Becca,
What?
you are Klingon, I don't know if you had read this, said that they have possum, raccoon, skunk, fox, deer, and bear, and they live in a small city in the redwoods. Did you read that one?
Did.
I wasn't paying attention to you. And then Gavin said we should totally. Did you read that one too?
I didn't quite get there yet.
Okay, Becca down.
Down.
She's in trouble. She got in trouble today, so
Down.
she's extra sucky. Part
Get.
of,
Go lay down.
go on, Becca. I say this all the time. We should have named her first name Sarah, last name Tonin, because she is a naturally happy dog, and
Ah,
she
go lay
really
down.
responds to positive. But she knew she got in trouble today for chasing after a car, and so she's like trying to buy back her love with snuggles. But she's good that way, which is it's a good thing. She's a really good family dog.
Yep. Oh, the next big tasking I have to do.
Hmm.
So I've got another trailer to move.
Yes, we have to move that trailer. Maybe we can move it tomorrow. We have so we had something kind of interesting happen that got our fishies into gear yesterday.
Yeah.
Our realtor called us and said that there was a couple that wanted to look at the cabin, but they were in another province. And they have to come down and they wanted to know a few things about how the cabin runs. And so we talked with them on the phone yesterday and let them know a few things. So they're gonna make an appointment and come see it after they've come back to Ontario. Um, and that was kind of a neat phone call because it made us realize how much we kind of knew. And it was also neat because we did the same thing actually with Hidden Blessings Homestead and Plowman's Backyard. Um, we talked with both of them on the phone before we'd already purchased the place, but before we actually made the move up here. And so we got to know a little bit about them, about the area, and it was really, really cool. And so if these people purchase it, they kind of had the same hopes and dreams that we did. So that was kind of neat. If it doesn't pan out, that's okay too. But it was neat to see how far we've come because all the questions that they have, they were innocent questions like we would have, right? Like how does this heat up? How does this work? How does that work? Da, 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 da. And so it's really cool to see to
It
know
took
how
me
far we
back.
grew. Yeah.
It took me back to like when we first moved up here, and like we didn't know how the solar worked.
Nothing.
Had never had a well before.
We still have so much to learn, but
Yeah, oh yeah.
yeah. But
Always more to learn.
100%.
Had never
100%.
had chickens before. Never did goats.
No, the goats were completely new. I at least knew people that had chickens before.
Yep.
But yeah, it was really, really cool.
The Mennonite Farmhouse.
Hey!
Hello, hello. Welcome to Monday Night Live.
How are you?
Oh, yeah. That's been our week so far. Lots of work out here in the homestead, trying to get everything prettied up and ready. And I'm going to start working, I think, on putting the garden together very soon. See if we can maybe get something going.
Yes.
I know your tomato plants didn't pick up very well.
No, that was my fault. Which you'll see them in tomorrow's video. Um,
Don't be depressed about it. Sometimes it works,
I
sometimes it
might I
doesn't.
might know some friends that have extra tomatoes. Maybe I'm not sure. I know that they're like me and they grow a lot, so maybe I can, if they have extras, I can purchase some.
Fair enough.
Basically, I left them out one night. I think that's what it was, and I didn't give them enough warmth once they got their first set of leaves.
Oh yeah.
And so tomatoes and peppers like warmth, and so I had them out in the front room. And the first week that they were planted was really awesome, warm. And then the second week, I think it was just a little too cold, so it stunted their growth. And they're just not thriving. They're not big plants, and they should be bigger, a lot bigger than what they are.
So it wasn't just a frost hit them.
No, a frost never hit them
Okay.
at all. Actually, on the nights where it was supposed to be really, really cold, I made sure I covered them really well. So they looked good. They still looked really well. They were alive and going good. So I don't know. So we'll
Okay.
see.
Okay. That's more. Everyone has some kind of useful information someone else doesn't know.
Hmm.
Very worthy. Yeah,
Yep.
you're not wrong. There's
Yep.
always something you don't know.
You learn something. That's where the phrase came from. You learn something new every day.
Hmm.
And that phrase, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yes, you can.
Or that's why it takes a village to raise a child.
We can go on and on.
I know.
What
There's
are
tons
some of
of
your phrases that you guys like to
them.
live by, or that you grew up on, or that you heard? That's we're sitting here just throwing them out like takes a village to raise a child. It sure does.
Mennonite farmhouse. I wish I could send you some tomato plants.
Oh,
I got sausage tomatoes started that I got
oh,
from an Amish man last year.
oh.
What are sausage tomatoes?
I don't know, but
I'm
I'm gonna I'm gonna
surprised.
assume that they're a longer kind of Roma style tomato. But let me look that up.
Hmm, interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm not really the farmer in this team.
Mhm.
Um, she is. I'm more the labor.
Mm.
But she said you're right.
Woo! Can I
Then
hear? Can I hear you say that again?
she said you're right.
Oh no.
Daniel's in the house. Hey, welcome to Monday Night Live. Thanks for showing up, stopping by.
Hey.
We're all hanging out tonight, just chit chatting, and if you have any questions, shoot them off, and we'll answer them if we know them. If not, I know somebody probably does.
They
That's
are too. Sorry. Cool. That's cool. I saw the picture. They're
you're
exactly
still
how I
on.
pictured.
Yeah.
Yep. I was trying to grow. We'll see if they take some San Marzano tomatoes. But I mean, they have their second set of leaves, but they're still so small. So maybe they'll shoot up and go crazy. I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, another thing that I was really hoping that I would be able to do, and then of course everything that has happened in the world is kind of like going against it.
Hmm.
I would have loved to have opened this up and had workshops. So for those in the city or whatever, we could open it up and have like a week-long workshop where they could come up, have a couple tents out or trailers out or something that they could stay in, and it would be a homesteading workshop.
That'd be kind of cool. But I would want to have other people from around the area, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge,
Oh, that would
to
have been part
partake.
of it.
Yeah.
Just like going to like all those pioneer villages. We
Right.
just have like, a couple different families over and then
Yeah.
we do the whole workshop.
That'd be cool because we did too, and it's also a good reminder. We did um how it was. It's been a while, but we did have some people throughout the time that we've been here come and tour to see what it's like to live off grid and what's entailed in the system that we have.
Hmm.
Um, we've had like what 4 or 5 people come,
I think so.
plus all the people that we know personally that were just interested in it when they got here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know I don't know if it's different or not. I don't know, not normal, but like we're very open. We're just like, come on in,
Right.
have a look around. You got questions?
Right.
Sure, I'll tell you.
Marilyn said, "So cheap labor." Uh-huh. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I have read actually Quebec Homestead, Mallory. She was going to have people come up and offer room and board in a trailer for labor. And so I thought like I know there's programs out there that you can do that.
There's a lot of big farms that do that.
Hmm. But even still like it does you don't have to be a big farm.
I know.
And so I thought about that because that would be pretty neat for someone else. Like I would totally do that. I would come somewhere like here. One of actually something that no matter where I am that I would love to start. I think this has been a dream of mine. I've had a passion for working with people. That you know how people know that they want to be a nurse or they want to be a doctor. I've never had that, but I always knew that I wanted to work with people. And I saw this idea out of England and it got my wheels turning. And so what it was they had a farm and they had a certain area on this farm where they would bring in seniors who otherwise wouldn't get an experience. And they would bring in seniors to come help feed the animals. And it's not so much of a work thing, but it gives the seniors purpose. And I used to be um, a PSW, and or if you're in the States, it's a CNA. And so that's one of my I love I love listening to, working with, talking to, learning from our seniors. And so I think I want to do that more than anything. I think once we're really set up and we got stuff going and we have proper fencing and things like that, I think I want to look into doing something like that so that once a week or once however often they can come out and sit with the goats and feed them or hang with the chickens or whatever it is. And I think to give them purpose, it would be a really cool outing. That would be, I think, an ultimate dream of mine.
That's an amazing idea.
Yes.
Hmm.
And then we get something from it too. That's not the purpose, but I truly, when I was a PSW, I loved listening to their stories. I was fascinated to hear them, and they are fascinated to talk about it. Like they love,
That somebody's interested in their
yes.
stories.
And so combine that with, a cup of tea and a chicken, I think we'd be good to go.
Yeah, I remember. I had a couple residents like that as well.
Hmm.
Uh,
Touch your heart, really.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
like take a petting zoo to a whole nother level. I like
right?
it.
We did have my cousin brought their mother-in-law who has dementia out here, and the goats were just all over her, and she loved it. She was just here and feeding them, and she just kept looking up at us with this big grin on her face, and it was beautiful to see. So
We should invite them back again.
yes, yes, we should. My husband gives a house to full-time employees. Gives house. Yep, that's an awesome idea. If we ever get set up enough one day, I would love that, especially as we age.
Oh yeah, I'd if I could, I'd build a bunch of little bunkies out here and
Mhm.
just so anybody that needed to could get away and
Yep,
have someplace
that's the
peaceful to
ultimate
go.
goal, right? Like we've had a few people come up when they've needed it and they've needed peace. Um, Actually, several people. When I'm
Huh?
sitting here thinking about it, and they've needed it, and they come here for that getaway, and that's what it's all about for me. And yeah, anyway, I love that stuff. I love helping people. Like I didn't want to be a doctor or anything, but I just knew from an early age that I had to help people. And Klingon Princess says, "That's a beautiful idea." I know. I saw it and I was like, "That is just. It's so perfect. It fits perfect with everything for me." So I saw that idea and it stuck with me obviously because I think I saw it like shortly after we moved in here. So about 2 years ago.
I don't think there's any of them close by though.
What?
like residents.
Yeah, there's one in Northbrook.
Is there?
Hmm. Yep.
Plowman's backyard. I love learning from the older generation. They have so much information I think we have lost over the years.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've always kind of I would love the idea of older farmers showing up at the farm and just saying, "You're doing this all
Yeah, you're doing it
wrong,"
wrong.
and just
I
come
let
up with some crazy idea,
right,
and they're just like, it's how it's always been done."
right.
Oh,
But you know what's awesome about that? Whenever, because that is one thing that I did notice that no, you got to do it this way. You got to do it this way. They have all the right tips and information, and whether I just smile and nod, of course, yes. Like you let them feel like they are right, and the joy that they get from letting you know how to get things done right. They it gives them purpose. I really think that. I really do.
you got some tomato tips.
In Eganville and Northbrook, give your tomatoes plant. Yep, Epsom salts, crushed eggshells, and organic fish fertilizer. That's I don't have the fish fertilizer, but I have the eggshells and the Epsom salts, so maybe I can
You've done the
transplant them.
worm castings though. Is that
I don't know if I have any more of those. I
yeah?
don't think I do. I know I don't because I bought that bag last year or the year before. This 2020 went by like, and I have a hard time distinguishing. Like this is we're going into our third year right now. That's crazy to me. It feels like we just moved here a year ago. But
You know what? I love the fact that we've done this whole YouTube thing because I get to the point where I'm like, oh, I didn't get enough done. I don't think I've got enough done. I look back and I'm like, wow, I moved up here with that. Like you could barely see the house.
yes, we had fields of raspberry cane and
I'll make another tea. You want one?
several slivers. Yes, please. Mm, here you go, Mr. Mike. Oh, I didn't know that. The Mennonite farmhouse said you can feed tomato plants whey from the yogurt. That's cool.
No way.
Hmm. Oh, that's
Put that
awesome.
phone.
And then Klingon Princess says we have a day program for disabled adults at a farm in our town. They sell the produce, goat milk, and flowers too. That is awesome. That is, I love that. That's a great idea too.
I've often wondered if my grandparents, like my mom's parents.
I can't hear you, love.
Oh, sorry. I've often wondered if my mom's parents would have really enjoyed that because I know my grandmother was she grew up on a farm in Holland,
Yeah.
but my grandfather was a coal miner.
Okay.
So yeah, I've wondered if they would have loved to have come up and seen it. Unfortunately, they didn't make it.
Probably. I think they would have. I think your grandma would have really enjoyed it too. Oh, that's another thing I was going to talk about tonight. I got in contact with the people that are taking the two boys, the baby goats, and we're going to keep them an extra week or so, maybe a little bit longer. I'm not 100% sure because we just gave them their injections yesterday, their CD and T vaccine, and I didn't realize that they had to have two when they get their first one. And so they have to be given 2 weeks apart. And so we're going to hold on to them for a little bit longer. But I'm already like so sad that they're going to go. So sad. Like I'm looking forward to it at the same time because there'll be a little bit less stress. Thank you. But just I mean, they were the first babies that were born here. And so
Yeah.
but I know they're going to a good home too, so that makes me feel better. That makes me feel better. But oh,
All right. Anyways, where did we leave off? I
We've already read all the
oh
comments.
oh wow, we're caught up on comments.
I know.
It's kind of one of those slow nights, I
I think
guess.
what we're gonna do going forward too is we're gonna have a little bit later because I mean right now it's like almost 9:15
Hmm.
and it's just getting dark, and so we often can use that extra hour
Yeah, especially out
or two.
out here on like a farm or mini
Yeah.
farm, you could totally use
So
that. So I think that's what we should do.
yeah, maybe start out at 9-ish.
Yeah.
We'll talk about a time. We're still gonna have Monday Night Lives, but we can't really do like Tuesday Night Live.
Well, we also wanted to go up and try it at the library to see if it was clear.
Yes, we did.
So we got to do that. Daylight to pull weeds.
Yep,
Oh my goodness.
100%.
We had like the first year out here, we spent like daybreak to day dusk, like dawn to dusk, just pulling raspberry canes by hand
Right.
because it's all that root. And you just have to get it out. Oh, good lord! I
Yeah.
saw a picture where the chicken coop is, and where it is now, it's nice and clear out there, and you can see the goat barn. The
Where was
property
that
looks
picture?
nice. I don't know, but there was the chicken coop, and all around it were these 4-foot raspberry canes. Like we pulled by hand, like a 30-foot square section,
Oh,
just
lot more than
well, I
that.
know, but just for this chicken coop,
Mhm.
and it was just like
And
all
now
around it.
there's no like proof of any canes thing. When you get back into the woods, there is, but
Yeah.
uh oh, what
Oh,
for the
to
time?
the later show.
Oh,
Huh? Well, it's just a thought so far.
yes. We also thought about well, first we got to get her so she's into gear, making more videos. Um, but we thought about doing a live maybe twice a week too for a little bit, um, especially during the summer. But I don't know. We'll see.
I'm gonna try one out at the lake.
Yes, we're gonna go down to a lake that's close to here. It's an ATV drive away, and we do get some reception out there, more so than what we get at the cabin. So we're going to go try and have a live out by that lake. That'd be really cool.
If we can get the lighting right, I'd even like entertain the idea of doing it by a campfire.
That'd be cool.
Out on the beach, campfire at night, stars.
Oh boy,
That'd be gorgeous out there.
I just real tomorrow is gonna be warmer than it was today. So maybe we can go out and try it tomorrow.
All right, I'm game for that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
As Tyler would say, let's do this. Yeah, let's go.
Now that being said, I don't know because the mosquitoes and stuff would come out
The black flies.
and the black flies.
What, can we do it during the day?
We could.
We lose time to work here, but
True. Well,
that's we're
maybe
yeah,
we'll try it. We'll try it. Maybe
we'll
we'll try it.
see.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this.
Damn the torpedoes! Full speed ahead. Uh, I think we're kind of falling off here.
Yeah, I
All right.
know. I know. We're not we started out like yeah, all these summer hours.
All right. So after a full day's worth of work out on the farm under the hot sun, and we're just getting used to it again. I'm
Mhm.
sure everybody that has a homestead knows
Spring and summer, it's like go 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 go.
it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
So on that note, I think we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I like hanging out, but I think so. Yeah, I think
Thanks
so.
for showing up tonight.
Yes, thank you guys
Thanks
for
for all the
coming.
love. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. We'll catch you next time, and hopefully we'll throw up another one tomorrow night. If we do decide to, I will leave a link
Mhm.
out on the Facebooks and everything and send it out so that we will let you know.
And Gavin says I would not be able to go much later. 2 lives a week would be awesome. Lake live would be awesome. If you go during the day, it should be better for bugs. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. The bugs almost captured my motivation today. I went out, I
Stole it
worked, and
away.
I'm like, I'm not doing this. And then the sun came back out.
All right.
And
Well,
Mennonite Farmhouse says be safe, and you as well. And Klingon Princess's blessings, y'all, and blessings to you. Good night, sweet dreams. Same to you, Marlene. Marlene.
Marilyn, that
Yes,
is
I got it.
beautiful.
It is.
Okay. So, as always, until next time, take care and God bless.
Have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching. And that's free. And